Zellem under pressure. To Todistettir. Here's Mary Earps. Several heroines of the Lioness team in the summer. There's Hannah Blundell. Wonderful medal collection at Chelsea. Left the Blues for more first-team action, and indeed started all but 3 games last term, so that was a good job done. Paul Green there, who along with Denise Reddy is in charge of field matters. Emma Hayes off duty at the moment for health reasons, but you can see they're in communication. 1 up, 1 down. Chelsea winning the League and Cup double for the 4th time this spring. Incredible. Interesting to see no real press from Chelsea. Now the pressure comes from Harder. Neat touch from Toon. She's not up against any old defenders though today. Eriksson alive to the danger. Letizia. Instant fit at the back, Maya Letizia. Played a lot of football already despite being so young. She was only 20 in April. She already holds the record amount of WSL appearances as a teenager. 54 games in this league in her teens. And what a debut she enjoyed here. 2 goals, including the opener on debut 4 minutes into that match. It's ready. Week in, week out, one of Brighton's best performers, and so far the step up not proving an issue. Well, it's not been a lightning start from either side. One nearly moment for Manchester United. Eriksson into Kerr. Got a layoff all wrong too. Back to our captain Zellem. Willie Turner. Lovely touch, so deft around the corner that from Pernilla Harder. Here's Wrighton looking for Sam Kerr. Torresdottir with the block. That's very calmly done by Katie Zellem. But the pressure here, there's been now just a couple of presses from Chelsea high up, forcing Mary Earps there to put it out of play in a hurry. Charles getting it back from Cuthbert. Lauren James, nicely done. Niamh Charles, Chelsea corner. Crowded 6-yard box. Look at that. Eriksson and Harder nearly there. Wrighton picks up the bits. Easy pickings for Earps. One of the bigger rounds of applause we've heard today. Blundell, as at Chelsea, happy to play in either of the full-back positions. That was not a good ball back to Letizia, who was just about managed to shin away the volley to relative safety. Worst enemy there. I think you'd say about these opening 16 minutes, there's a fair bit of respect out there, no one going for it too much. James with strength. She was just being nibbled at on that run. Referee Cheryl Foster was right there. Cuthbert launches it. Turner's header clear. Buchanan being hounded, still going to pass away and accurately. Kerr trying to play it there to Guro Wright. It's a very important intervention from Maya Le Tissier. It's been her and Millie Turner at the back for all of the league games. Little trio, those two and Earps behind. Clearly that's going to help with the clean sheets. Hannah Blundell has been the one to switch about from left back to right. Ona Bayek still out. Having been concussed in the Brighton match on October the 18th. Hasn't played since then. If fit, she'd be playing in this. More than likely, it'd be Torres Dottir out. Fullbacks might switch sides. We've seen a lot of this. Chelsea just dropping off, and Le Tissier, Turner, and Earps doing this a lot. Sam Kerr then deciding to close, but then they've all got to go together, and Chelsea didn't quite do it there, which means Manchester United might be able to play around it. Here, Charles engaging. Selected according to Paul Green here over F. Perry-Shea, who, in theory, is certainly a senior in terms of experience right back, new signing from Bordeaux in the summer. Charles apparently in because of the physicality and speed that Chelsea are expecting. Here, Galton on that flank, maybe Toon, Russo, depending on where they go. What's the thinking, by all accounts, behind that? 19 minutes played, albeit with one fairly lengthy stoppage. And only one chance, really. Torres Dottir with the throw in towards Russo. Out by Ingle. Harder is always going to get that pass away. Guro Wright, it's all on you for now. Le Tissier going to ground and defending it very well indeed. Hayley Ladd brings it away from Manchester United. That is a blatant foul from Magda Eriksson. And if the Chelsea captain gets away without a caution, she's rather fortunate there, and I think she's going to get away with it. Nikita Parris was off here, off and running. We'll make that one of those challenges where Eriksson's thinking, I'm going to have to take a caution for this, it's worth it. And she's got away with it. 20 minutes played. Zellum coming short. Aaron Cuthbert now. Into Zellum. Cooler than all the rest of us might have been about that. Calmly done by Buchanan. Ingle back to Millie Bright. Millie Bright, the only member of this side. Indeed, today's squad as well, in the absence of Fran Kirby. The only one left of the original Chelsea title winners. Hannah Blundell was one of them. G has now departed and Drew Spence has gone to Tottenham. Just leaves Millie Bright and Fran Kirby at the club. And another stop, I think, for a bang on the head here. Well, that's an interesting challenge, isn't it? It didn't look like she got the ball first time around. I'm no more convinced after closer inspection. Well, one day in the not too distant future there's going to be VAR in the WSL. I think there'd be a case that would be given as a penalty on review. Guro Wright has put the brakes on. Le Tissier taken her out at the knee without getting anything on the ball. That was nearly the first downer moment for Le Tissier in her short Manchester United career that has been all good so far. A couple of goals, all clean sheets, picked in every game. Happy days. For her and her colleagues, this was always going to be a sterner test. It's been quite a cagey first quarter, though. Top of the table clash. It needs a goal. And you know that if it gets one soon, we're all in for a lot of fun. Lauren James here. That's superb. Still going. I don't know how many fouls there were in there from Torres Dottir, but it was more than one. So difficult to knock off the ball. How has she come out of this? Look at Torres Dottir all over her and with the momentum. Another foul there. A shirt pull as well. 3, 4, 5. 5 fouls, that's quite impressive. In about 8 seconds from Maria Torres Dottir, the former Chelsea champion. Like Blundell, left the Blues to get more regular game time, and has certainly had that. Couldn't keep up with Lauren James there, though. That's one to watch. In towards Millie Bright. Turner got the head on it. Ingle, who doesn't score often. When she does, they tend to be rippers from that kind of range. We've seen Russo against Bright down this right channel. I wonder if James versus Torres Dottir might be another theme to keep an eye on in the rest of this game. Harder. Excellent first touch. Fair play to Blundell for sticking with her, but Harder is slippery. Lauren James. Kerr back to Charles. Ingle, calm, happy to receive in those tight areas. Now Eriksson, who's not closed down. Not yet, anyway. He's going to keep it in, Eriksson. Difficult to wrap the leg around and get the power in that cross. Back end of last season and the start of this, Manchester United have won 9 straight home games here. They've scored 32 goals in those 9 wins and they've conceded 1. That is an incredible record. Not that Chelsea have been here in that time, I might add. Here's Paris, thankfully, showing no signs of any issues following the bang earlier. They're definitely going to get a free kick here, Manchester United. Torres Dottir was caught just as she released the ball. Niamh Charles selected for physicality. It's a talking to from Cheryl Foster and no more. I think you might have been able to gauge that from the reaction of Manchester United fans. I have to say, I think on both sides of the defence there, Eriksson and Charles on the fortunate side, which means Cheryl Foster is being on the lenient side, and that is absolutely fine as long as she keeps doing it that way all game long. One suspects that she won't. In comes the set piece towards Russo. Well, it flicked off someone. It flicked off a Chelsea player. United have a corner. Yeah, absolutely. Eriksson, Chelsea skipper, the glancing blow. Otherwise, Russo might have had something on that. As ever, Katie Zelem on set-piece duty more often than not. Really good deliver of set plays. That was into the right area. Too much on that one. I'm sure many of you will remember the last time these two met in the league, because it was the final day of last season. Manchester United got the jump on Chelsea, and for a little while Arsenal were going to be champions. Chelsea powering away, goals from Cuthbert and Kerr. Wrestling back the crowd on the final day. It was for a while an absolutely thrilling finale. Thomas gave United the lead before Cuthbert equalised, and Ella Toone, who we've not seen much of. Here she is on the ball now in this game. Ella Toone made it 2-1. That was the half-time score. Chelsea roared back after the break. Mark Skinner's second season in charge here. He was new for last term, replacing Casey Stoney. Job was to get the players on board, really, with a new style and break into the top three. They nearly did it. A bit like Arsenal holding off Chelsea for a long time, but then the games in hand got played and Arsenal got overtaken. Well, the same happened with the two sides of Manchester, with City grabbing third from United. Now that is a good ball, and Russo is here, and offside. Magda Eriksson had her arm up for a long time. As usual these days, we have to wait for the flags. Look at Eriksson herself. Well, much like that Sam Kerr one at the other end, that is very close. One goal this season for Alessia Russo, but we know how much she gives to the team, whether that's for club or country. It was on the opening day in the 4-0 against Reading. Incidentally, she scored that 4-0 goal in the 35th minute. Guro Wright has done brilliantly to keep that in. It definitely didn't cross the line, not all of it anyway. Oh, she wriggled away from there. Kerr, United suddenly flooded back in numbers, and that central core is full of red. Buchanan. Strong. You have to be to get away from Russo. Scuttling Cuthbert back to Eriksson and Millie Bright. Charles taking on Torisdottir. Well, that was awkward. We presume she's trying to cross rather than shoot, but it turned into the latter. And to be absolutely safe, Earps had to get something on this. Looks like it's going in. Half an hour played. The standout fixture of the weekend still needs a goal. Hook back towards Sam Kerr. Engel, shoot, a few people said. James crosses. That's more up than out from Thorisdottir. Bright, hammered it. Goodness me, she got some meat behind that, Millie Bright. Cannoned off Leah Galton and away. Last season was the first she'd had in her whole professional career in a decade, Millie Bright, where she didn't get a goal. Made up for that this term, got 2 already, including the hugely important 1-0 winner away at PSG in the Champions League that has Chelsea in a strong position in that group. They've got a double-header with Real Madrid coming up in the period of time after the international break that follows these matches. Russo under pressure. Just feel like Chelsea have upped the ante a bit in the last few minutes. Manchester United try and play around their press and it hasn't worked. And it's one back now. Full commitment here. Brighton goes flying. Didn't look like Hayley Ladd did a great deal wrong there. If anything. She's not complaining, so maybe she stuck her foot out. No, she didn't do anything at all. Brighton was anticipating the challenge and made the 50-50 and went flying over. Well, she's bought a soft free kick here. Both odd and refreshing to see a player not bemoaning a decision that's wrong. Cuthbert going to clip it towards Millie Bright. It's too far, but Kerr gets it, pulls it back harder with the header. Earps had it covered. Chelsea definitely stepping it up here in the last few minutes. Close. Another harder. 6 goals across the competitions this season. 2 at Everton, 1 at Brighton, and a hat-trick in the Champions League. One presumes they had multiple match balls to give out because Sam Kerr scored 4 in that game. Here's Harder. Engel. James against Thorisdottir again, and out-muscles her again, but that's a good recovery. Eriksson. Good way to pass. Guro right. Blundell sticking to her like glue at the moment, but Wright still got the pass off. In rather further forward than usual territory. Cuthbert to Buchanan. Chelsea have bossed this for about 10 minutes now. Just overhit from the Canadian. Former side held to a 0-0 yesterday. Lyon seeing their 100% record go. Bizarre week in France, actually, top of the top flight there. None of the top 3 teams won, which if you ever follow that division, that's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot. Lyon, as usual, having won every game of the season so far, played Guingamp, who had lost every game and were bottom, and it was 0-0. And even Kadisha Buchanan's erstwhile long-time colleague Wendy Renard could pop up with a late winner for them there. Letitia. Did Ingle keep it in? I think she did. Harder, Cuthbert, back towards Pernilla Harder, who has clipped Hannah Blundell. Or at least Hannah Blundell has been clipped in some capacity. Right there. Harder even apologising on her way through. Mark Skinner's predecessor, Casey Stoney, watching on here. Watching a Manchester United performance that has got organisation about it, but not a lot of creativity, and that is a bad mistake from Turner. James here trying to punish it. Suddenly the box is crowded. Sam Kerr with the header. And so often that means goal, but not from there. She was never going to get any power or pace on that. And that is a huge let-off for Millie Turner. Under no pressure at all, she's nearly gifted Chelsea a goal here. Because from that position right now, you'd probably think it's going to end with the ball in the net, or at least a shot for Earps to save. And Chelsea took their time, United got back, and the Lauren James cross wasn't really any good anyway. There's an awful bobble there before Earps cleared that. Done well to get anything on it. That could have ended up looking really foolish and wouldn't have been her fault at all. Chelsea pressure is of a more intense level since about the 20-minute mark, but all of a sudden there's a counter on here. Ella Toone, was she onside? No. Is the answer to that one. We have not seen her in the action here. It's been the nature of it, more than anything against her. You could see them all desperately trying to stay on. Galton, Toone. I think the only one that did stay on was Russo near side. Such a good player. As yet, Chelsea have not let her have the ball in dangerous areas, or Manchester United have not been able to get it to her in dangerous areas. Brighton. Anna Blundell has followed her, which means there's a gap. Sophie Ingle here playing it into that gap right now. Sam Kerr. What a touch from Kerr. Eriksson's cross. It's not a bad cross. There should be someone attacking that. Only latterly did Pernilla Harder make a half-hearted effort to get there. It's a slice from Cuthbert. It's a goal kick. This more or less top of the table clash remains goalless with 5 minutes to half-time, and a fair bit to add on, I suspect. Russo. Physicality. Her against Millie Bright is a great watch. Russo getting on with it here. Leah Galton has provided tons of goals already this season. So many for Manchester United in the last couple of years. In fact, this season, 3 goals and 5 assists. It's up there with Miedemar and Wrighton. Very top of that particular chart. Charles breathing heavily here. And the latest bang on the head has fallen Khadijah Buchanan. That's where it happened. Such a good scrapper, Alessia Russo. You can see why the Manchester United fans and England fans have taken to her so. Kind of player you want on your side and not against you, really. There's the midfield pair in discussion with the coach. Raised spending brings raised expectations. This game will be seen as a good yardstick for how far they actually have come. Dennis Reddy. Stuart Searle there as well. Chelsea technical area. Like Nikita Parris before it, it looks as if Khadijah Buchanan is okay. And on we go. Expect plenty of stoppage time at the end of this half. What a quiet half for Berger. One inadvertent save that just sort of hit her shoulder that could easily have flashed past her. Not a great deal at the other end for Mary Earps to do. Two good sides have rather cancelled each other out here. If anything, I think you'd have to say it's Chelsea looking the more threatening. But that's only in relative terms. Russo judging the bounce well. Parris couldn't keep it. Buchanan straight into another scrap, and she's dealt with that calmly enough. Right back to Berger. Ella Toone. Look at Ella Toone chasing here. There you go, 6 minutes. What's Millie Bright done here? Ella Toone with a chance. It just wouldn't sit for the shot, and Eriksson shovels it away. Well, that's what you get for hard work. Maybe sometimes things just work out for you on the basis of a job well done. This is a lost cause, but having done it, she's then in position when Millie Bright does that. I cannot imagine what Millie Bright was trying to do with that ball, because there wasn't a player there to receive it. Eriksson has bailed her out. We had a big error from one Millie at the other end, mirrored by the other at the other. Both of them have got away with it. Rundell forcing Wrighton into a safety first kind of clearance. Russo got on the end of her own pass there and wins a corner. It was brilliant after a poor touch. Seconds into first half stoppage time, and just a little spell here for the home side. In from Zelem. Berger came a long way and is a little fortunate. It does favour the Braves, so they say, and he's able to fall on it, having spilt it. Lauren James, trapped by Ella Toone. Seeing the power of James again. And now just trying to bulldoze her way past Ladd, and she has just over-hit Figuro Wright, who's normally providing the crosses, not getting on the end of them. Eriksson in. Falling gloves. Underemployed goalkeepers this half. We've got two of the best around. Paris. Turner. Torres Dottir. Norwegian international with the Icelandic name. Parent from each of those nations. It's her father who's from Iceland. International handball coach. Torres Dottir herself used to play that. Let's get it out the system before you take up football. Seem to give away too many penalties. I always think that Alessia Russo might make something happen. And in a game where not a great deal has happened, that commodity becomes all the more precious. It's very neatly done. I haven't seen much of Ella Toone. Seen almost nothing. Leah Galton outside her on the left. Charles hurls it towards Sam Kerr. It's been that kind of game. We've got a lot of really great attacking players on show, but they haven't shown us too much. Lauren James has actually done as much as any. How much you've seen of Pernilla Harder, Sam Kerr, Ella Toone, Leah Galton? Not a lot. Millie Bright stepping up. Walloped out by Millie Turner. Right now, it's got the feel of a second half set-piece goal bundled in by someone from close range and a 1-0 end score. The sooner we get the first goal, the quicker it will take off for sure, whichever way that goes. Le Tissier. Blundell. Here comes that Chelsea squeeze. Lads played round it. Nikita Parris, that is sensational. What a shame the ball didn't match it. The quality of that control. Deserves something on the end of it. Well, it's the end of a pretty cagey first half, that. Manchester United has still to concede a goal in this season's WSL. They haven't looked that much like scoring one, in fairness. Maya Le Tissier may be getting away with a penalty challenge on Guro Reiten that was not given. It might have given us the opening goal, but not too many moments otherwise.